Yeah, man, it's Kevin Christian. It's the 30th of January, 2022. So if you guys have been following my channel, then you know that I started to do the college thing about computer programming. So this will be the third video in that little series. So um, basically, I want to talk about the way that it's done. Okay, um, when I started going, I've been going to class. Okay, and you can go to class, but especially now with the whole pandemic thing, they really have a lot of options as far as if you want to even come to class. So if you don't want to come to class, you really don't have to. Um, the professors that I have, they pretty much said like you don't really have to come if you don't want to. But it's up to you if you don't want to come, but you still got to keep up with the work and you have to do the assignments. So there's some software that you have to purchase, and it's not cheap, but it's the one that I purchased. It's called Cengage, and it's MindTap, and it's actually I purchased the unlimited version, and it was like right at $200 for 12 months, and it was like 250 for a 24 months, but I just didn't happen to have the extra available to me at that time. So I went ahead and got the 12 months. So the first semester, the two classes that I'm taking, computer concepts and computer literacy, both which are required for the computer programming degree, they both require that software. And a lot of they got this thing called Blackboard, and then you go into the MindTap software, and once you've entered your access code, once you've bought the software, then you're in. You could do all of your assignments. So I got 24 months with that, and um, it's it's good for both of my classes. It also includes an ebook. It's the unlimited version, and so I think that it would include the ebooks and the access to do the assignments and stuff on many other classes too. I don't know because I only had these two so far, but you go into there and you can do the lessons, and you don't really have to go to class. Now, I've been going to class anyway, but like say Friday I went to class, and then I was actually a little bit late for class, and there was only like one person in there. Now, when I went the previous week, because I'm only going once a week to each class, and it's a couple hours each time. When I went previously, there was a whole classroom full of people, at every little workstation, and there was like 18 people in the class. And then this time when I went, there was one. I was late. He said there was 4 or 5 people. I was like, is this it? But they told me that there was 4 or 5 people. But the rest of everybody, they just didn't come. And it's just a matter of going on to the software, to the MindTap software in that Blackboard program. They give you everything that you need. Once you log into your student account, then you have access to all of the Microsoft stuff and the banner web and the Blackboard. And then once you've got the access code that you purchased for the software, then you can go into that MindTap, and that's where all the lessons are. And so they have like discussion boards, and part of the lessons will be to, you know, watch a video or read something, and then go in and write a little couple paragraphs about that, and then respond to some of the other students in this discussion board. Um, it's very easy, very simple stuff at this point. Right now I'm dealing with some basic stuff. Now, I'm not going to say that it's completely basic. It's even as an advanced basic user is what I'll call myself, because I've been on computers and on the internet for a long time. So I would call myself an advanced basic user, because I can get around computers very well. I could switch out a hard drive, or completely install an operating system, or do any kind of file transfers. I've actually even built a website before from scratch, and I know some stuff about computer stuff, but going through the basics though, even in like they have what they call modules, and each week you have to go through and do the lessons in a particular module, and so the module will have like the main lesson, and then like the lab lessons, and so for like the main lesson you go in and say, for example, like the one I was working on today, it's easy. You watch a little video and then you answer the question. But here's the thing, right? Even though it's kind of easy, you can't like skip and do anything about it to like cut the time. You have to watch the whole video, and then you have to answer the question. So in my case, this particular module and this particular lesson had 44 videos. 44 videos. Now, most of them are like 2 minutes or something. But there was a few that were like 7 or 8 minutes. And even though the questions were really easy, I got everyone right. Out of all 44, I got everyone right. So I made 100 on that, and it instantly gets graded for you in the software and counts towards your grade for the actual class. So, but it takes some time, and so you do have to dedicate some time to it. But I will say this, that starting off in these basic classes that are required for the degree, they step you up in a way that even the most novice of a computer person